can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. The end, then, of learning is to repair the ruins of our first parents by regaining to know God aright, and out of that knowledge to love Him, to imitate Him, to be like Him. They also serve who only stand and wait. Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. Gratitude bestows reverence, allowing us to encounter everyday epiphanies, those transcendent moments of awe that change forever how we experience life and the world. The childhood shows the man as morning shows the day. So dear, I love him that with him all deaths I could endure, without him live no life. Where there is much desire to learn, there of necessity will be much arguing, much writing, many opinions. For opinion in good men is but knowledge in the making. Methinks I see in my mind a noble and puissant nation rousing herself like a strong man after sleep and shaking her invincible locks. For books are not absolutely dead things, but do contain a potency of life in them to be as active as that soul was, whose progeny they are. Let none admire that riches grow in hell, that soil may best deserve the precious bane. For books are not the precious dead things, of a master do spirit. Contain a potency of life in them. The stars, that nature hung in heaven and filled their lamps with everlasting oil, give due light to the misled and lonely traveler. To be blind is not miserable. Not to be able to bear blindness, that is miserable. Solitude, if rightly used, becomes not only the scene of meditation, but the school of virtue and the house of God. Give me the liberty to know, to utter, and to argue freely according to conscience, above all liberties. Abashed the devil stood, and felt how awful goodness is, and saw virtue in her shape how lovely, and pinned his loss. He who reigns within himself and rules passions, desires, and fears is more than a king. Awake, arise, or be forever fallen. Millions of spiritual creatures walk the earth unseen, both when we sleep and when we awake.